What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's trade recap, I'm going to be talking about the trade that I took today. Only saw one setup today. Um, Yesterday we had a big, massive end dog open due to some bearish news about the Iranian war. It was something to do with Trump putting blockades at the Strait of Hormuz. I didn't really pay attention much to it, but I just saw the tweet about it. And yeah, I've actually gone to this one. This is the massive end dog we made. This is on the 1 minute though, but about a 300 point gap, total 400 point move. We've just been trailing up the whole day, so I was obviously bullish coming into today, and then this is the trade I ended up taking. 5 minute inversion, long of 50-minute gap. Pretty simple shit. I'm gonna go to the start of the session and then just talk over thought process, the trades that I've seen, trades that I never saw, trades that I was wanting, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So we've got this right here. Turn that off. Oh, let me go on NQ actually, because I can turn this off, I think. Because, yeah, I've just got that up there. Sweet. So, coming into today, bias, obviously bullish. We've came down, we've swept out London low. Sponsored now, I don't really see price going below that. Still got, like, a good percent of this end dog to fill out. Solid 0.3% of the end dog to fill out. So I'm just wanting to see price come towards this high here. We've got relative equal highs on the higher time frame over here, aligned with Friday's high. Yeah, Friday's high. So I'm just trying to see price trail towards these kind of areas. So first of all, what I was looking at coming into today, so if I get onto market open, I ended up making a bearish 50-minute candle here. We also had a 5-minute intermediate low, which was also a 50-minute fair value gap. Below that, we also had a 50-minute fair value gap. Oh, nice. Bosh. 50-minute. Which, that 5-minute intermediate low is also a 30-minute gap as well. The reason I like this range so much, or this level, is because it's perfectly aligned with EQ of this new range we formed. So I really wanted to see price trail down, tap this area, maybe generate some liquidity on the way down to then catch longs towards the top of the new day opening gap, and then the high from market close on Friday. So we ended up getting some news. I don't really know what it was. It was something about silver dropping 3%, I think. So I think that's what boosted price so quickly. But I'm not entirely sure if that was the cause. But I just wanted to wait for price to come down here to then maybe catch some longs to the top of this, and then maybe even towards all of that liquidity up there. But we ended up doing this, making this big bullish candle, edging EQ in this low. So I do think we will come down here later on. Not entirely sure if we will, but I can assume we would, because that's a pretty solid draw on liquidity now, especially that we've got relatively equal lows. So we ended up just pushing up. Literally, there's no trades within here. I didn't really see anything within here. And then we ended up just respecting this 1 minute and then going higher. We formed a 5-minute down here, but we never ended up retracing into it. Yep. Then there was, I saw someone in my Discord, Grant, he took a short off of this like resweep here. Now I didn't think this was a good trade. We have an SMT here, but I don't think this is a good trade because you've got this, the main drop here as your stop loss. So I mean, in retrospect, it's kind of just a pattern trade, not really following bias too well. It could have worked, like it definitely could have worked, but I just personally didn't even, I didn't really like the look of it. If I was going to take this, I would have targeted the 5-minute for take profit, and then went break even at the intermediate low here, or not intermediate low, yeah, it's 1 minute intermediate low, or the 50-minute gap. So you have a break even there, or a break even when that 50-minute gap forms right there. Yeah, or you can go break even like on this gap forming right here, which I probably would have just took profits there, to be honest, because that's like a 1 to 1.3. Actually, I probably wouldn't have took profits there. But overall, not the worst trade I've ever seen, but just a pattern trade. I wouldn't personally take it. Especially because overall we're bullish and we've literally edged this high, so you've just got a very low probability stop loss. So I was actually looking for longs within here. I wanted to see inversion of this bullish 5 minute for value gap uh, out of this 50 minute bullish for value gap, or bearish for value gap, out of this 50 minute bullish for value gap here. So we have a 50 minute bullish BISI here, and then we have a SIBI here, a 5 minute SIBI. That way to see price trade out of. So it took us a nice V shape here, but it did take us like 3 candles to inverse this. I was unsure if I was even going to take this. I posted on Discord just before that I probably no trades today. However, we do have this trade that I might take. It just depends how I'm feeling. I'm going to take this on one account. Just for a wee 1 to 1. I should have just took it on the both, but I never ended up doing that. I need to kind of stop that. But it's also partly because I don't have a copy trader, and it fucks with my RR a bit when I'm trying to trade without a copy trade. Well, when I'm trying to switch between accounts, if that makes sense. So easy draw. Just wanted a wee 1 to 1 on this, covering the body low here. Just a wee 1 to 1. Pretty simple, nice, easy stuff. I wasn't going to try chase profits towards these draws, especially when we're coming near the end of the session. So I just wanted to see that 1 to 1. That's all I really wanted. So if we go into M&Q now, this is where I entered on. On M&Q, I entered off the inversion right there, or right there, basically. I'll just move it over to where it is. So inversion right there. We ended up having this 1 minute RB that we ended up coming down and wicking out of, creating an SMT with this low here on ES, making me a bit more confident for my bullish bias. Starting to piss it down. We ended up getting this 1 minute here that I wanted to see price inverse to confirm my bullish bias. Now you could take a re-entry here, break even there or something, but I never ended up doing that. I just wanted to just be profitable, I guess, and just there's no need for me to enter more in more of a position and risk more. So I ended up getting up here, ended up getting a fat retrace again, but we ended up making a wee internal SMT with this low here. Respecting this 1 minute for value gap. Sorry. Respecting this 1 minute for value gap. Could call it a wee BPR, but it's not really a BPR, is it? I wouldn't call it a BPR. But we ended up respecting this and then just pushing price higher. Break even at that high there. Got edged. Just kept my stop loss break even. There's no point in me moving it. And then boom, hit full TP there. Pretty easy trade. Pretty chill. Pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing else I liked other than that. It's the only trade of the day. Only trade I would take during this session. So there's that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's a pretty quick one, nice and easy. I'd be careful trading this week. There's not much news. But to be fair, it should be pretty sweet to trade, so should be all good. But that's how I made $250 trading today. In a bit.